Hey, you might as well go ahead and tell us that where you're from. Write it in the comments. Say hello. I know you're ready for this one. I am DJ Strick, and you can see him right here, my man Kirk Nugent. And I keep going
Yes,
to the yes,
indeed.
this is the right side. Kirk is hanging out
Oh,
with me today
oh
for the
yeah, oh
stream
yeah.
show, and we're talking about Cyber Monday deals. But it's Black Friday plus Cyber Monday deals because they're pulling them all together, guys. I've really been trying to hunt down some of the best deals for you, and we have them today. Before we get started, Kirk, man, how are you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I listen. It's been a crazy week or so. Yeah, good. Things are. I love that the holidays. The holidays are always
Yeah,
awesome. How was
yeah.
your holiday, by the way,
Man,
man? I
I had a
know.
great time. I had a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
time. So went to Atlanta to hang out with my brother and the
Nice.
rest of my family, and had Thanksgiving at his house. Man, it was just unbelievable.
Oh, I love
And
that.
man, it's nothing like being able to sit around, eat all the food you want. My wife not telling me what I can't have. I actually started working out several months ago, and
Got
my
it.
mind was Thanksgiving Day. I'm gonna eat what I want.
What you want. There's
Yeah,
something to be
yeah,
said about that, right?
yeah.
What you
Yeah.
want to eat.
What I
There
want
we
to eat.
go.
So that's what I appreciate you handling that for me. So that's what I wanted to do on Thanksgiving. I ate well, had a good time with family, played some games, had a chance to see my nieces. I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So
Yeah, man.
that's what it
You
was like
family.
for
It's
me.
it's it's all about family. We kept it local. My son's birthday actually fell on Thanksgiving Day this year,
That's
so
cool.
we had a little celebration for him as well. It was a lot of fun.
Man, you know we're not that far away from each other. We had to
We're
figure it
really
out because
not.
my sons actually live in Huntsville, and
Oh
they
gosh,
came
really?
down to Atlanta to be
I
with
keep
us.
on
But we
forgetting
gotta
that.
figure it out, man.
Yeah,
Whether
we
we do
do.
some type of dinner, but I gotta make it to the Nugent studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, I would relish that. I would love to have you right here in the space with me.
We gotta figure that out. While we're figuring that out, let's say hello to a couple people. That's last week.
Okay,
So, man, my
I see
man
M3 live.
Melvin Miller is hanging out with us today. How are you doing, sir? I know
Love
it's
that.
cool for him to come through. He has a show that comes on Sunday as well, a radio show in Atlanta. So thank you for coming out. And Aubrey, how are you doing? Hey, y'all, so glad to hear y'all had a great time. Aubrey, did you have a good time? That's what I want to know. And Valerie's here with us. Great to see both of you. Happy Sunday to you as well. And Tech Troublemaker is here. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Roy, for hanging out with us tonight. I feel like we have a really, really good show coming your way.
Yeah, man, I
And
really do. I really do.
I could be biased, but when we talk about deals and stuff, you know how much gas we had. I mean, it's kind of like me pulling out the microphone the other day and actually
Man,
showing that
that mic.
everybody want to have this expensive mic. I understand we love deals and gadgets and all that other kind of stuff. Let's talk about it today. I think with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, this is the time for us to kind of look into what's out there and who knows what kind of deal you can come up with. All right, your audio went out just for a second there, Kirk. Still not there.
Okay, my
There
bad,
you
my
go.
bad. Let me see what I got here.
No,
What
you're
about
good
now?
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you're
Okay.
good now. Don't know
All
what
right.
that
But yeah,
was.
I don't know what that was either, but I'm hoping that we're coming through clean. What I was gonna say is there's no shortage of deals. In fact, I shared with you, I think right after the show last week, one of the cameras that we kind of landed on
Exactly. Exactly.
as a go-to camera, as a recommendation. It's on a crazy deal right now. So
And,
definitely
and,
something to
and
look
because
into.
you said that, let me just go ahead and jump in because that's one of my earlier ones. Let me see which one I want to pull here.
Come on.
Let's get into it. So it's my old presentation, man. So the first one is
Oh,
the
I love it.
OneStream Live. I use OneStream Live a lot. There is a code that's going on right now for somebody that has never used it. 20% off and 15% off annual plan. So this is a good
Hmm.
deal. OneStream Live. One of the ways that I use this system a lot is to play pre-recorded videos as live, but it also have its own web pages for your stream. So if you don't want to stream on YouTube, you don't want to stream on Facebook, you want to have your own kind of platform that you can embed into your website that's live, guess what? This system could do it, and it is an awesome system to use. That's my deal number one. Deal number two today is what you were talking about.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the
Man,
deal.
it's a deal, man.
This is our recommended, all right? So the Stream Show's recommended streaming camera, okay?
Camera. That's
so
correct.
if you are looking for a camera to put in your studio, to have it locked and loaded and ready to go, when you're ready to go, now this is not the camera you want to take off and shoot pictures with, all right? This is not that camera.
Even though it will do some pictures, but it's just not. That's not what it's for.
It is not the. Also, you know, it didn't have the stabilization to be a vlogging camera. Okay.
No.
So,
I don't even know why Sony says it's a vlog camera, but that's neither here nor there. You got to put it through Catalyst Browser if you want to do any vlog footage and have it look stable. But that's a whole other story for another time. But it is such a great camera for talking head, for streaming. Oh, especially for streaming, because I mean, one cord, you have that thing connected up. It will do both video and audio all over your computer. It is a game changer. It is a game changer.
So our recommendation, that's definitely a deal, okay? And Black Friday deals, Cyber Monday deals, the deals are still going on. And, you know, I had to put this one on here. I had to put this one on here because it's $200 off. You know, it's a great deal at $1598, the FX30. Some people really want this camera, so it is the APC sensor to the FX3, which is a full frame sensor camera. Same type technology, but basically between the two cameras, you're able to go either with cinema lenses with the FX3 or with the FX30, you're able to use the APS-C lenses, which are much cheaper lenses, but still get the cinema quality out of the camera. Okay, so
this is a monster.
It definitely is one of the ones that people were raving about this year. Now it is on sale, so I really like it, and you know, that's another deal for us. For somebody that is, you know, you're in the studio by yourself, you're getting away from using a USB microphone, and you want to step up to the next thing. You want the DSLR, you want the better sound, you want the better, what you want to call it, just options out there other than a USB. This is one of the Solos. It's third generation USB interface. So you do connect this through USB, but it allows you to connect a DSLR audio source to your computer. $89.
Yeah, that's a great price.
It's a good deal.
I remember this was the Focusrite Solo was one of the first ones that I bought when I was moving from USB to XLR. I still recommend it for the people who are getting started and really just kind of making that investment. You have maybe in a lot of cases, people will have a XLR mic or they'll be gifted an XLR mic, or, you know, that'll be the scenario for them, but they don't have an interface to plug into. And this is a great price. Plus, Focusrite really stands behind their products. That thing is tried and true. And that little red box, it used to be a standard in pretty much every content creator studio and a podcast room. It's not so much anymore, but it's still very reliable and just absolutely does the job. And for $89, fam, that's a steal.
It's a great deal. Let's do this really quick. I need to get back to the comments because I am off the screen. But let's get to where I can see them really quick. There we go.
I see. Well, Monty Weaver came through, said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up, fellas?" I love that.
Come on, man.
The three of us got a chance to hang out in Orlando.
Monty doesn't know this, but I was watching him on Black Friday do his thing in his studio with Amazon, and I'm just so impressed by what he's doing and getting out there and getting some stuff done. So shouts out to you, Monty. I should have said hello, but I was doing a couple of things while I was watching you, but you are the man, sir. Thanks for coming through today. And then Rainy Cajuns. It's a Rainy Cajun.
It's a boss camera for sure. Yeah, for sure. Rainy Cajun says the Focusrite Vocaster 2 is down to 149 dual XLR inputs plus clean preamps. Totally agree that Focusrite Vocaster is definitely a contender. It's like Focusrite's, that's their foray into the current world of podcasting and content creation. So I love the Vocaster. It is quite an option as well. Smaller footprint than your Rodecaster Pro. Gives you those two inputs. Definitely something to consider. And with it at 149, that's a deal. Randy Cajun, thank you for sharing.
So there you go. And I wanna do this. Valerie's just showing some love inside of the comments today. And I think this is really cool that
Oh,
we have
come
a
on.
community that she's shouting out, Roy. I just love to see you pushing through, really inspiring, keep going. So
Love
what
that.
a
Love that.
real audience that we have today, and everybody just coming through and saying hello to each and every one. I think I missed a couple of one, but there you go.
Yeah.
FL is saying hello to
Simply,
everyone.
yep.
What am
FL is
I
here. What's
missing
going
here?
on, Lisa? And I think Simply Hobbs came through. She said she's got to go, but she just was
Yeah.
kind of saying what's up to everybody. Was it
And Dan
Bicky
is saying
Bickford?
hello
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
to some people here.
The honest
Dan, thank you
accomplice.
for
Yes,
coming
indeed.
through.
Come through. Yeah, man, we got a live one today. We got a live chat today. I love it. And guys, talk to us in the chat about
Hey, hey.
some of the things that you guys have purchased for Black Friday. I mean, we're going to showcase a lot of deals today, but talk about some of the stuff that you found as well. Just feel free to sound off in the comment section.
Because we really may miss some stuff. I've done, and it's from my perspective, from Kurt's perspective, what we're seeing out there as far as deals, but you may know some other deals, or you may be really into some things that, we really would have missed. So I love my ZVE10 and the Focusrite.
Mhm.
So we're on the right road when we come to, when we're talking about some of this stuff out here that people can get. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
SBD is down.
Come
So thank you
on.
for coming through today. The best protection on
Love that.
YouTube, Mr. Kirk. Man, and nothing like a fan crew. All right.
Listen, I love that, man. I told SPD I'm gonna have to put him on payroll, man. Wherever I go, I just need to have him to come show up.
I know it, right?
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
listen, that always works to have a fan crew that comes with you, that's
Yeah.
willing to kind of hang out. And you know what? Dan is mentioning something in the comments that, we got to hit really quick. If you haven't seen the video
Yeah,
from
I saw
Honor
that video.
Fulgens,
Yeah.
it is tough when you are going
Yeah.
to do your business and to be discriminated against or kind of racially profiled at any point, based on the color of your skin. We deal with that all the time here in the States. And we just want to
Mhm.
be prayerful and mindful for the emotional support that we need to give Anna and Fulgens. I know they're really, really strong people, but no one in America should be put through that type of
Yeah, man.
scenario. Okay, so our hearts and prayers go out to them. If you hadn't seen it, just go to their page. You can see the video that they put up, and just be mindful and prayerful for them and each and every one of us that are, as the holidays come up. You know what happens, Kirk? I want to go full screen for
Yeah.
this. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things that happen emotionally through the holidays.
Yeah.
Um,
It could be a really difficult
go
time.
could be a really difficult time because you're going to, in their case, going to get a Christmas tree to decorate an office. And while you're doing that, you're kind of caught completely off guard with bad news, bad scenario, bad encounter. And man, it can take something that you feel so good because your guard is down. It could really kind of give you a stomach punch to the
Yeah.
whole environment that Christmas should be, or atmosphere that we should have during the holidays. And I just want to say this for everyone that's watching. Yes, we are content creators, and one of the things that keeps you going is your mental strength that you have to be
So
focused during
true.
this time. I want you to enjoy the holidays, but also be mindful that there are good and bad things that can happen to you at any moment. Be
Yeah.
prepared to handle them with the best, as professionally as you can,
Yeah.
uh, with the best morals that you can, and don't allow it to crumble any castle that you have, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Now, this is for everybody because things
For
can
everybody.
happen. Things can
Yeah.
happen, and you want to be sure that you're mindful through the holidays to not get so blindsided of we're buying stuff, we got money, and things are going well, that sometimes things cannot go so well, and you need to also make it through those low points in life just as well as those high points.
That's so true and so critical, man. One of the when I was watching the video, it's one of those that's going to pull at your heart, and I know Paul
Yeah,
Duncan has put the link in the chat. So I always like to give a trigger warning, because we don't know what history people come to these kinds of scenarios with. I know I was triggered because of my upbringing, and some of the experiences that I've faced, and it's just an unfortunate truth. The two of us live in Alabama,
right.
and
That's true.
it's still very much a thing here, in different spaces, right?
Right.
So, and it happens in sometimes subtle ways and sometimes some not so subtle ways. So I do like to give a little trigger warning for anybody who, if you have a very checkered past with anything racist, I would get into a safe space or a quiet space if you do want to go watch that video, because it will elicit some emotions and some response that maybe you hadn't dealt with in a while. So I just want to kind of give that to anybody
Right.
that may, if that's your story, then maybe not, don't necessarily click the link just yet. But for sure, we want to support our family. Anna
We
and
do.
Fulgens, our family, that's for sure. And not just because they're family, we want to support them. It shouldn't happen to anybody. And I think Strick said that already. Just want to make sure that is absolutely clear. It shouldn't happen to anyone. But it is out there, and we definitely want to, make sure our support and our thoughts and prayers are with Anna and Fulgens as they go through this scenario right now.
That's so true. So let me get to some of this. Not that it makes it any better, but the employee was let go. So thank you for the update on that. And if you're a human, it will twist you. And I want to say this, that he did put the link in there for you guys to take a look at it. Our heart goes out to them, or anybody that has to go through a situation like this. But please know that through these times, especially through the holidays, there are things that can happen. You want to be aware. We talk about it all the time, especially for some of our older friends that could be taken advantage of from crime or anything else like that. So just be mindful that good and bad things can happen during this time. And thank you, Dan and Paul, for the updates, man. That really, really does help and allow us to be able to talk about it. That being said, let's get back to Rainy Cajun. By the way, Vocaster with the RE20 is fire, babe. He's talking about this RE20. We talked about it the other day, this microphone that we all want. So big shouts out. Thank you for sharing that. Huh?
Yeah, no, the RE20, man, it's on my list. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying my best not to add it to my list, but it's on the list. It's there. It's there.
So HyperX had some major sales under the radar brand that I love. Give me some more detail, Dan, about
Come
this
on, talk about it,
HyperX. You know what
Dan.
I'm saying? I want to know
Yeah,
about it. For
Dan.
the kingdom. Listen, here to support my
Your
man,
boy
Kurt.
LV. Your boy LV. I thought it was you, but he changed his name, Strick. His name was your boy LV. So now he changed his YouTube handle to For the Kingdom, and I love that.
I love
Hey,
it
man,
too.
I'm so glad to see you guys here, man. Always good to see the community come through. These are all fans. These are all people that have been on the podcast. They're all part of the community as well. So I'm excited to see them come through and hang out with us here on the stream show.
I told you last week the easy way to get a comment up is just talk about how good we are. So keep it coming, man. The collaboration is smooth and on point. Great job, fellas. Thank you. That is definitely important. Preaching the gospel. Hey there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through and being a part of the show today. And then here we go. So I picked up a CalDigit Thunderbolt 4 Elements Hub 40% off on Amazon. I got to put that on the list.
No, that's got to be a 40% off. That, first of all, the CalDigit Thunderbolt 4 is always a good buy, even if it's not on sale. But if you can get it for 40% off, that's actually like robbery right there. I mean, I'm actually like, real talk, go into Amazon right now, like, wait a minute, I didn't see that one. So
I didn't see it either.
Definitely want to make sure.
I did make an Amazon purchase today while I was looking for some stuff, and I'll just say it this way: I should not have. I'm not in the buying thing, and me and my wife have been talking about some stuff, and I'm like, we don't have to buy anything. It's really, close
No.
to the holidays. But they have the Blink wireless camera, and I think it was like 50% off today. So the Blink wireless outdoor wireless camera setup.
Oh
I
wow.
don't
Oh
really have
wow.
one for my home. I don't really have a need for it. But it was 50% off. What do you do? That's
You
exactly
know
what I'm gonna
that's
tell my wife
it's
when it
you got it.
comes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like it was,
What you got to
it
do?
was,
It's 50% off.
it was 50% off. What do you want me to do? I
My
actually used
goodness.
some of my points from a credit card, so it's kind of like I didn't have to pay for it, but I did. But you got
I
to
think
take
I think
advantage of it, right?
you do. This is the thing that I say to folks, in March and in July is like, start putting away some money for Black Friday. You just never know what the deals are going to be. I mean, it's just and I would hate to miss out on them. I know that I mark down these numbers and these prices, and if you see like that cow digit for 40% off, that's a big steal, y'all.
That is
Because
a
the
good
cow
one.
digit, I can't tell you how many. So between the cow digit and the OWC, I can't tell you how many studios I've set up with the one or both. Well, either one of the two of those at the center of that studio setup. I did a studio for a client here in town that is where people can just kind of come and plug in their MacBook, and it's just one OWC dock, or another one was a Cal Digit. You just plug in that one cable, and everything's ready to go. So that's one of those where it's like, man, you find that on sale, man. You pick up one or two of them, maybe three of them, and then you just sell them throughout the year to clients or for other projects, or you maybe just pull them out when you need them. So that's absolutely something to think through. Let me see what we got here. I see
So who am I
Roman
missing?
Roman has a comment here. I think it's an Ecamm comment. I don't want to miss it. I am in a free trial. I think it's an Ecamm free trial, right? Roman, just correct me if I'm wrong. I want to upgrade my plan to the paid plan to get the 40% off, but I can't do that. Am I missing something? This is what I'll tell you to do, Roman, because we're on the Ecamm channel. Want to make sure that you get this. Don't miss out on this deal. Number one, first of all, if Ecamm's not on your list of things that are on sale right now, it needs to be, because that deal is stupid. You want to make sure you get that deal. But Roman, I would encourage you to reach out to support. Am I saying that right?
Uh-huh.
Strick,
Uh-huh.
reach
Uh-huh.
out to support. They're very quick. I actually had to deal with a client that was upgrading last week, and I actually worked directly with Katie, and we got that thing sorted out in like a matter of 10 minutes. So sometimes it is harder to upgrade when you are already in an existing plan, but I believe you, don't quote me here. I believe, but I believe because you're in the free trial, you still are eligible for some of the deals that are happening right now. So,
I just want to
definitely
be
something
sure.
to.
Like my question would be, did you start the free trial before the 40% off? That's what you want to be
Yeah,
mindful
that is
of.
true. That
All
is very
right.
true.
So I'm just being honest. How do you do
Yeah,
that? How do
yeah,
you start a free trial? All of the stuff that we do, especially when it comes to software, is attached to a email address.
yeah. So Paul Duncan is in the chat doing his thing. I just love this is the where the community at Ecamm just, above and beyond, one of the best features.
There you
But Paul
go.
Duncan just basically gave you he answered the question. You will be able to take advantage of the 40% off once your trial ends. So I don't know what I would interface with Paul a little bit more, Roman, but I don't want you to miss out on that deal. And I just wanted to get that question in there. But I know, Strick, we've got a full plate today, so I'm going to kick it back
And
over to
things are
you.
going well.
So
Things are going well. So
good,
I
good.
we what they say, the saying, when you get older, you always say, what do you young people say? We got time today. I got time today.
We
I
got
got time
time.
today. So what kind of software app deals do you guys come up with, and are you only focusing on hardware today? Well, Valerie, I am glad you asked that
Ooh,
question. So it's
Valerie, I
all
like
kind of
that one.
mixed in. It's all kind of
Yeah,
mixed in, but let me see if I can get back to my presentation here so that we can kind of,
sure. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
or I know in the presentation where I want to go. Let's just do this. Let's
Okay,
just do
bet.
this. You want to know when it comes to software, part of the presentation is AppSumo, man. You want to know what's
AppSumo.
going on software wise?
AppSumo.
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 Okay.
Come on.
So you want to
AppSumo.
know what's going on with the deals. You want to catch them. So they got this countdown. Now, Kurt and I both know these countdown stuff right here is only to bring scarcity. Like there's a
That's
time
what it is.
frame to what you're doing. Don't let it get you off. You don't have to buy it today. You got a day and 17 hours. What you want to do is go through here and find the things that really, really stand out to you. All right,
hmm
really stand out to
hmm
you. And I know that I have this one. Sessions is one that I have picked up. And it's a one, Kirk, man, I'm sorry. I do buy a lot of software. This thing is $69. I can host customer facing videos experience using a friendly platform. I kind of I have sessions. Let me say it like this: I have sessions. I haven't used it yet. All right, but it's really an
Right, right,
alternative
right.
to Google Meets, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom. All right, but it has those integrations to Canva, Google, Notions, Office
Oh
365.
wow.
I just kind of I saw it. I did see the video and a demonstration of it. And if you have some things that you could do one on one, this is an option to have for $69. I like, and the inside of it, it has ways for you to book clients and all that other kind of stuff, and you get right
Whoa.
into a call. I mean, it's pretty cool now. I'm not
That's
saying
pretty
it's not
dope.
cool. $69. Valerie, for $69, I'm telling you, sessions is something to look at. And then, of course, they do have their tiers that they could give you. All right. And this is lifetime access and all of that. I will say this. This is my disclaimer, Kurt. Let me just go throw it up here. When it comes to software and AppSumo, a lot of these software companies use AppSumo to gain tons of customers into their system. All right, it's a way to get a
Mm.
lot of people in. So a lot of people know about AppSumo. If you guys don't know about it, if we're sharing this with you today, this is a place to go to get really, really cheap software that could be really good. Now, there's some hits, there's some misses.
And some
I've been
misses.
using AppSumo for a while now, and I've had two software programs that ended their services.
Straight
That's
up.
the disclaimer. I
That's
love
it.
it. I also have a software that I bought through AppSumo that is now paying me to use the system. So, there's some pluses and minuses to it. All right. I'm
Let's
just
be
saying that.
clear. I'm my guy Leslie Samuel, my college roommate. He got Ecamm back when it was on AppSumo.
Yeah.
So you do have hits and misses, and
You do have
Ecamm
hits and
was a
misses.
hit.
Right.
Ecamm was
Right.
a total hit. Like he's not even on the annual plan. He paid one time.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, can you imagine Ecamm? Like the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, so there is was one of those things. I think Strick kind of laid that thing out so good for everybody that's kind of new there. Hey, Valerie says
Hold on. Let me
she's like,
get
I
let me
have
get to the comments. I wanna go
said
ahead. Go
she
ahead.
said it stop. She said make it stop. She's like, no, no, no. She's like, no, no, no. I'm all over AppSumo. Actually, I'm an affiliate. I have over $1,500 worth of stuff in my cart right now. Please make it stop.
Well, Valor, you asked. I mean, come on. You know how this stuff works. We're gonna just share it with you. Like everybody's gonna be spending money for the holidays now. Everybody's gonna
I
spend.
love
Help me out real quick, Kirk, because the comments are going so
No,
fast.
they're rolling, but you've got a couple. So Valerie has commented a couple of times. Several people have sessions already. In fact, Tech Trouble Roy is saying that sessions may or is slated. We're going to put it in air quotes to replace Zoom in some instances. I mean, it's sessions is one of those to really watch, y'all. So like that's a whole conversation in and of itself.
So
So
just think about paying that $69, and I am, you have Zoom. I have
yep,
Zoom, and what are we talking? $15 a month?
yeah, yeah. So you said it's $69 for sessions.
Yeah, one-time fee.
Time fee. So I'm actually I was able to get Zoom through a work situation. So I'm not paying for Zoom anymore. So I'm actually looking at sessions for myself out, as an out of pocket purchase that I will pay for my business. So, I mean, I use Calendly, I use a number of other products and platforms, and there is an opportunity to wrap a lot of those into sessions. So,
Hey, we're just trying to help Valerie. It's up to you and what the person's like. Yeah, Tanya did do a great job. I was watching that show, Dan, and I was trying to find one of the ones that Tanya talked about on her
yeah.
show that I wrote down, which was Read Table.
Yeah.
Read Table is a, let me get here so I can show you. So Read Table is
Oh
one
yeah,
that she
retable. Oh yes.
uses, yeah, for people that use Excel
Hmm.
spreadsheets or Google
Hmm.
Docs. This is an alternative for that, and it just has so many other tools that's connected to it for nonprofit, project managers, small business people. Has an API, Chrome integrations. Zapier connects to it. So there's a bunch of stuff that you could do with this. She actually was using this to keep up with her guests and also her
Yep.
membership. All of that kind of stuff was inside
Yep.
of Retable. So shouts
Retable.
out to Tanya for
Tanya. Yep.
showing us this Retable thing. Um, I love it to death. I just don't know how I would use it personally.
Oh. Oh,
I'm
Roy
not
says
as,
he
and
got
I'm saying
Ecamm.
that because I am not one of those. I'm not as detailed as Tanya. You know what I'm saying?
Tanya is very detailed. She's very, very detailed. There's you. When we say shout out to Tanya, we're not just saying shout out to her for recommending this platform. We're saying shout out to her for understanding how to use it and leverage it in
Yes,
the way that she is. I mean, I think the genius of the platform is actually what she was doing with it. I think they need to be
right.
paying her, honestly speaking. So
They
that's just a whole nother
really do.
conversation. No, they really do.
They
They
really
do.
do.
Because what
So
she's doing with it is crazy.
I have a couple other platforms, but I love what she's doing with it. So um, this is the difference between me and Tanya. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna go and put it out there. So if I invite you to my show, it's a personal invitation, okay, for me. And it may be a week or two, maybe 3 weeks ahead of time. Hey, this is your day. And
Mhm.
then maybe the day before, I might, however, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook Messenger, however that is, however I connected with that person, I'm going to say, hey, remember the show is coming up. Well,
Mhm.
Tanya has a whole complete system that once you get into her system, answer some questions for her. The system is text messaging you, hey, reminder,
Yep.
2 weeks away, you got
Yep.
a show with Tanya. She's so excited about it. A week out, hey, remember, email, text. I mean, it is completely robust. Guess what? I did not forget about coming onto her show. And I know I had instances where people have forgot that the stream show was coming up, and maybe I wasn't as fast as reminding them, or even my reminder was the day of, and it's just those people wasn't as prepared as they would have been if they would have gotten the reminders over and over again, like Tanya has her set up. Now, I'm not sure that that's a retable thing or another system she's using. We're going to get down to that. I'm going to have her on the show really
Yeah.
soon so we can
Yeah.
get down to exactly her. She told me one time and it was like, I don't do that.
Uh,
But I
Dan
love
says
people
you get
that
six
are detailed.
notices.
Say that again.
Dan says you get 6 notices getting in her show.
Exactly. Exactly, Dan. Exactly.
Priceless.
That's something else. So they actually fixed something because I always thought that in one of the systems that we have, if I am here and pull it up,
Mm,
my
no.
links that they would not come when we're here. They would just come in the middle of the screen. But that's been
Nope.
changed.
Nope. Nope. They've been fit. Yeah, I saw that fix. I remember when they fixed that. So that was a big one. That was a big one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
So,
I'm actually listen. The Ecamm is the gift that keeps on getting. Roy said he got Ecamm on AppSumo as well. I didn't know that, Roy. You've been
Roy,
rocking with
how long
the
have you been
Ecamm for.
around, man? What have you been
That's what I'm
doing?
saying, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wish I had gotten it on. I'm not gonna lie though, it is the best money I pay per every year, because the money that I pay Ecamm for my subscription, I get it back in affiliate commissions, literally before mid year. So it's just it's a cyclical thing. It's the easiest thing to recommend because it just works so well. I know I'm to be preaching
Yeah.
to the choir, but it just works so well. I
So not
actually
only does it, I'm sorry, I was going to interrupt you because you
no
know how excited we get about
no I
Ecamm and being part of the
exactly.
Ecamm family, man. It's kind of like the community with this software is crazy. Okay,
Yeah,
so uh, today before the show, I was just tuning in. Let me get back to this screen, and
sure.
there was every now and then, our guy Doc Rock is on Twit.
Yeah, this is true.
TWIT, and it's
Mhm.
basically I forget they're talking about all kind of stuff tech on the show. All
All
right,
all things tech, right?
all things tech. And today was my first day. I actually had a chance to catch him on that show live today, just before we got started. And it's just cool to be able to see him outside of the Ecamm world, being able to contribute to this tech talk with all of these other guys. So big shouts out to him. And Dan did not want us to forget. He did not want us to forget. This is the second or third week in a row that he wanted us to be sure that he mentioned Stephanie Garcia at Digital Confetti. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got the email as well. Yeah, it's the Digital Confetti is an awesome resource and incubator. I should say accelerator, really, for your business, for your brand, to really kind of get your stuff out there. She is going to give you the kitchen sink. Stephanie stands behind her stuff. I personally
Yes.
am waiting on a different product from Stephanie. Some of the NLP stuff that she does. She said that
Yeah.
will be coming in like May or so. So I had a long conversation with her about possibly picking up that. But Digital Confetti is something that I've been able to work with her on, and it is dope. So if you guys are in the market, that is definitely something to check out. That is definitely something to check out.
Tech
Yeah,
Troublemaker
yeah,
is
yeah.
like he used, and he talked about this on his show, but I guess I must
I
have
think he
kind of
did.
went
I
over
must have
my
missed it as
head
well.
when he was talking about the call recorder, and then they said they had this other new system. So why not? I bought it. A great investment. You are absolutely right about that. To be honest with you, what I pay yearly for this, all right, and I actually do pay
Yeah,
for Ecamm yearly.
you and me
It
both.
is it is the best software that I have. And I was talking to somebody at church today that came up to me and say they saw me working with another brand. Say, how do you get involved with this? So that brand is great. But do you use Mac or Windows? He's like, on Mac user, Ecamm is the way to go. Brother,
Ecamm's the way to
Ecamm
go.
does this, and this, and this. I mean, the way that we're able to look so professional on the screen with Ecamm. So I'll just put it up like this. I don't know of any other streaming software. I don't that is doing that will allow you to do 4K streaming.
Hands down, period, point blank, end of story. It's a game changer. It just is. What I was saying earlier is I just picked up the deck link, the quad card from Blackmagic,
Okay.
and the Sonnet PCIe to Thunderbolt enclosure.
Okay.
So I'm going to be setting that up for a client project where so they'll be using their Stream Deck and Ecamm and a Mac Studio, and they're going to get four inputs from that deck link that will all be visible in Ecamm. So instead of
Okay.
the A10 Mini, I'm now moving over to setting up the deck link with the Sonnet enclosure, because that gives all four cameras to Ecamm, and then you can do whatever you want with them. With the A10, you can only show one at a time, whereas with this, you can show all four cameras. And
I like
it
that.
is. I'm telling you, brother,
I
for
like
because they
that.
have a podcast room and they've got three cameras set up in the podcast room, and so this deck link is going to basically do all of the things they want for it. So,
And you think that's a better alternative than going with multiple cam links?
oh, absolutely, absolutely better than multiple cam links. It's more expensive, but it's definitely more. It's a lot smoother process. So I was following along Doc Rock's video because he has a
I saw it.
video
Uh huh.
on. on his channel where he basically kind of walks through. He has recommended it to multiple people, but he just set it up for himself recently, and he
Right.
did a whole unboxing and video walkthrough. So I was actually setting mine up while watching Doc's video,
That's what's up.
and it's again, it's just this whole community thing that is happening here that is just absolutely awesome.
I absolutely love it. And we're trying to talk about, uh, we're trying to talk about Black Friday and these deals. And we just keep
That's right.
going and going and going. I was actually where I needed to be on AppSumo. Let me see if I can get back to this and show
AppSumo.
everybody. There we go. AppSumo deal was deal number 5. And we already talked about deal number 5. And I interrupted you talking about this setup, and man, there's so much out there to do, and I
There
just think it's
is.
really cool that there's multiple ways to get all of this done. What's number 6 here?
Oh,
Ooh
yep,
wee.
yep, yep. Is that
So
the
if you
original?
yeah. So if you watched our show a couple of
Yep.
weeks ago, we actually for 2 weeks in a row we've talked about this. So this will be the third week that we're talking about the Rodecaster Pro. Okay, not the
Yes, sir.
Rodecaster 2 Pro 2. No, we're saying this is their original one, and I
The
will
original.
say this: brand new 475. This is a steal. All right, for what this machine can do. All right, not
A
compared to the
steal.
2, but compared to it having 4 inputs, having all of the music pads, being able to record
Yeah.
to mini SD, absolutely working the way it was designed. I absolutely like this. Now, you can also find this thing used for about $150. All right. So
Yeah, you
people were
can.
getting rid of these things big time because they wanted to go to the 2. That being said, I really like the Rodecaster Pro. I still have it in my studio. Yes, if I was purchasing one, Kirk and I both have said we've had clients, and yes, we're buying the 2 for them, but the 1 is still cool. Let me bring it up so you
I'm
can
just
see.
I'm just showing. Oh, let me tap over a little bit. Using the Insta360
Yeah.
link. There we go. This is the one right here, man. So
Yeah.
I still have the Rodecaster Pro, the original, in the studio. That's what I use still, because it's just for what I have in the studio. I don't need the 2, but I do have the 2. But this for 475, brand new in the box, that is a steal, and that
Yeah.
definitely warrants being on the show today.
There you go. I just had to kind of add that in. So for everybody, we already we did 2 audio interfaces because I showed one, and then there's the duo that was talked about inside of the comments, and
Mm-hmm.
then this Rodecaster Pro, this deal from Rode. Now Rode has some other Black Friday deals. I'm really not aware of all the stuff they got going on right now, but I think this was a deal. I wanted to put it in there. All right, deal number 6. I'm hoping. Okay, B&H. So
B and H.
let's check B&H out really quick, and
B&H
their
has some deals, y'all.
Black Friday,
Cyber
Saturday,
Monday.
Sunday,
Yep.
Monday, all of the above.
I like it. Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, all of
Oh
the
man.
above. Let me see if I can get over there. And while I do this, Kirk, if you see anything in the comments, let me know.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. The Rode there you go. Tech Troublemaker says if you just need 2 mics, then the Rode Duo may actually do better for you than going with the original Rodecaster Pro. But I'm saying for the podcaster who doesn't need a whole lot, just has 4, but has 4 people on the show, you take an SD card, put it in the back of that thing. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. I mean, you
Right.
standalone product. You're not having to plug it into anything else. It'll record directly to the SD card for you. You can upload your intro and outro music for your podcast to the Rodecaster Pro, and you just set up your workflow. Literally take that SD card, plug it into your computer, and upload your podcast, and you're done. So it just depends on what your workflow is and how many people you need in. That's what will help to determine that decision for you.
I didn't
Oh
add this,
man,
and I want to say this really quick. SanDisk has got a sale on all of his storage stuff. So
yes, it does.
if you are looking for additional storage, this is the time to get it from SanDisk right now, from their store. So B&H, A lot of people shop there. There are other alternatives that I'm gonna get a chance to talk about in future shows about some of the
Mhm.
alternatives to B&H. Just because you want to be able to check out all of the deals, this is just one place that we go to get deals, to look at what's out there, and to kind of shop from. So, oh, okay. So even this lens right here is a big deal. You savings of
Ooh.
$870 instantly. Oh my goodness. So what else is there right on this front page?
Right on
Um,
that front page, y'all. Like that, you've got to do your homework. And this is why I say, man, in July, you need to be putting some coins aside, man,
yeah.
because you just never know what your next iteration of your setup you might be able to get or afford it, I should say, in this season. Another thing that I also like to tell people in this time frame, Strick, is um, monitor your prices. I have had a scenario. Doesn't happen all the time, but I had a scenario where I was monitoring the price on a particular product. I don't even want to name it because it's so bad. But that product incrementally from October coming into November was going up. And so Black Friday, they discounted it down. But I had been following that product since September. And
Uh-huh.
all they did was bring that price back down to what the original price was in September. And so even though it seemed like it was this big deal, 40% off, 50% off, if you looked at that product back in August, it was already at that price. So, you want to do your homework.
You
I'm
do.
I'm
You
I'm not
do.
saying that everybody's doing that, but you just got to understand that folks are trying to game the system. They recognize that people are going to buy during this time frame, and so they want to have their pricing set in a way that allows people to buy at the price that they want them to buy at. So
And
keep that
you
in mind.
exactly 100% do your homework because we could really see this. It's a business, right? So we can see this, and
It's
I
a
can see this
business.
saying this, and I can see your $800. You're saving $480 for it, now paying $319 for this four
Mm-hmm.
terabyte. Now
Mm-hmm.
you that sounds really good, but then you want to get down into, okay, what's the speed of this thing?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. So now I need more time to be able to see what the speed is. And compare that to other things. It's here, it's right here in front of us. The read speeds and the write speeds. You just want to be sure that that's the right thing. So if I go down to the 2 terabyte and it's the same, and the one
Oh
terabyte is the
my.
same, so they're all speeds are about the same,
Same.
and that is the discount that you're getting. This is on B&H, and I'm
I was gonna say
sure.
that's on B&H. So yeah, that's on B&H. My assumption is, if you go to the SanDisk site, you'll probably see similar prices. If you go on Amazon, you'll see similar prices as
Right.
well. Or in some instances, the sale will just be if you buy from B&H. So you kind of want to do, that kind of shopping around a little bit just to make sure, before you hit that purchase button that you're getting the best deal.
It
Especially if you
looks
already
good
know
though. Oh my God, it looks good. It looks good.
it
So
looks
this
really
is
good.
this is November 27th. Is November 27th. So be prepared for that. And man, I just feel like I may be missing something in the comments. I hope people are still with us. Here we go. Back to these
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
comments.
People are still with us. People are still with us. If you have been thinking about the Synology NAS, Ecamm is doing a 5-episode masterclass on Synology starting 11/29. Come on, Paul Duncan. Give the people the resources. That's what I'm talking about.
And
Because
this
that
is
NAS, yep.
Stephanie's class, right?
I believe so. I believe so. I believe Stephanie is teaching that class. But what I was going to say is, anytime anybody talks about, hard drives and storage and backing up and, redundancy, I always go and do a full backup of all my stuff. Cause it's like every time you have that conversation, if you don't take that as an indicator to, do whatever it is you have, if you have anything that hasn't been backed up, go ahead and
Right.
get that thing done now.
That is so true.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Katie and Synology. Yeah, this is Katie and Synology.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, Katie and Synology. My bad. I don't know why I said Stephanie, but Katie and Synology is going to be
I
teaching
was
that
asking
class.
if it was Stephanie. I just wasn't really sure. So definitely, you want to check this out
Yeah,
anytime. So I mean,
definitely.
Ecamm is always doing its best to give you all that you can to support you as content creators.
Yeah.
And
That's
okay,
that's why we love it.
that's why we love it. That's why we love it. And this is a good one. So, is my understanding, and as I'm looking at this now, thank you, Paul. Let's go here. And I'm hoping this is
Yeah.
what. Um, let me just go over to it.
Hey, is Doc Rock gonna be on ENN tomorrow? That's
Yeah, I think
dope.
so. So sometimes this happens. Let me say it. Sometimes this happens with themed shows. But I'm
Right.
doing a Cyber Monday. They're doing a Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Guess what? You're
I
gonna
like it.
look and tune into both because they're gonna talk about some things I absolutely have not talked about today, and you want to be in the know. So check them out tomorrow night. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ENN. Anna Fulgens and our guy Doc Rock is going to be there talking
Doc
about deals
Rock.
that you
I
could
love
actually
that.
use. So here we go. This is pretty cool.
That's really dope. Really dope. That Synology is dope.
So
And again, being able to, have your stuff backed up. That's the real piece right there, y'all.
it is.
Having your stuff backed up, having your stuff redundant, having your stuff taken care of. Um, I just I've lived through too many nightmares where somebody's like, man, I just lost a drive, and it's like, their entire doctoral project was on there, or they're in, some large scale feature length film or something like that they were editing, and a lot of the assets were on there. It's just that kind of thing. I hate hearing that. And so whenever we want to talk about this conversation, it cannot be overstated. Synology is one of those tools that are out there that help us to back up our stuff, to keep our stuff safe. And it could be, your projects for work. It could be your Ecamm files, or it could be, like I said, the doctoral program, and you're working on your dissertation, or it could be family photos. Whatever it is, you want to make sure you have your stuff backed up, man. And just never get yourself caught out there. Yeah.
So thanks, Paul, for telling us that. That we got to check them out. And then yeah, so basic network and streaming says I have a Synology for Bay, and
I saw
this
that.
is
Yeah.
going to be really really cool. So and also the update for tomorrow's show on ENN. You don't want to miss
Dope.
an opportunity to be there with them talking about that. This is just
Yep.
really cool. I have no idea where I am now in the list of stuff that I'm talking about. So I know we stopped at B&H, and the next one
Yeah.
is
What do we got next?
Elgato.
What we
So
got
so
next?
so so let's go to Elgato here. I know I
Elgato's
have
got a
them.
lot of stuff,
Yeah.
man.
So their Black Friday deal, they're not even talking about Cyber Monday. All of them are the
No.
same. So let us know what you want us to take a look at because the products are up here. So let me just go through this one. It is, if I was looking at something, I'll be looking at this new Stream Deck. And
Mm-hmm.
right now, normal price is $199. Is $169 right now. And
Yeah, that drops it right within range.
yeah, I really like this one only because I want to try the knives, man. Of course, I have the original one, the 15 button, but I want to try these knives out
I'm not gonna
because I just
lie.
think
I'm
it's
looking
really
at the
cool.
pedal, man. I'm looking at the pedal. I
This
do a
is the
lot of
time for the pedal as well. So
yeah.
it's now
The
down to 59, $60.
I'm gonna grab the pedal. I'm not gonna lie. That's my purchase for tomorrow is the pedal. So I do a lot of public speaking and virtual presentations, and I like to talk with my hands. And so being able to advance my slides or change scenes with my pedal, oh man, Ecamm, virtual camera, Zoom, or into sessions, whatever but that whole workflow with the pedal, I feel like if I can use my foot to do that, it would be so much doper. Plus, for content creation, like when I'm moving from my regular recording scene to my end scene in Ecamm, I don't want the to be recorded pressing the button. I want to hit it with my foot and then just, then have that scene show up. And it just seems like I have a producer. I just feel like that pedal is that is what I've been able to justify in my mind. All the other purchases, I was like, but that pedal, that's gonna get got tomorrow. That's the one for me.
I love it. I love it. And Kirk is professional. If he's saying he's using that, I guarantee you it's something for you to look at. And yeah, you're gonna kill him with that pedal too. It's like, how did he change scenes?
What's going
Does he
on?
have a remote producer now? What's going on,
Telling you.
Kirk? Is somebody
I'm
producing your
telling you.
show? Did I miss it? Like, I didn't know that job was open. I didn't know you were looking for somebody. So, no,
Listen,
I've
nah,
hired my feet.
I've hired my feet. I love that. I've hired my feet. I'm giving my feet a job for $69. I can give my feet a job. That's pretty dope.
So let's look at
Yeah,
it here. So now they do have this Wave mic that's down to $109 for $149. That's a great deal.
a great
Um,
deal.
what else is there? I saw something else in here that I thought that I wanted to go to, and I think it was the
I want to say this
Facecam
as
Pro.
well. Somebody put up a video. I can't remember where exactly, but they plugged that Wave mic into the Rodecaster Pro. Because they downloaded the beta version, and
Hmm.
you could plug in USB mics now into that other USB port on the Rodecaster Pro 2. So they were testing it out with the Wave mic, and it actually worked. This is mind
Right.
blowing. The type of stuff that's happening these days, man.
There's
The
so much
sky's really the
opportunity out
limit.
there. If
Yeah,
you're smart and you
truly
can
is.
figure it out,
Yeah.
there's a
But
lot
that
going
face
on here.
cam is a great camera. You have a lot of granular settings on that when you install the software. So that face cam is also something to consider. I used to recommend the Logitech, Brio and the
Uh huh.
C920, but I've actually for my clients that are really looking to do, stay with the webcam. We looked at the Opal. I can't lie. I'm not as impressed. A lot of people saying stuff about the Opal, but this one is a safer bet and it's part of a system. And because it's part of that system, I can recommend it a little easier. Opal's kind of standing out by itself out there. And I just kind of, I'm always leery of that stuff, especially when I'm recommending stuff for a client. I always want to make sure that there's longevity in the product that I'm recommending.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go back to the
Okay.
comments here. Um, Let me see. Here we go. Make me an account for being H for Synology. It's been making me spend my mortgage. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna battle. We got to make him stop. We really are. We're gonna have to make him
Make
stop.
him stop. uh,
No, I think they
they,
still
they,
have
they,
the XL out there. If
the
we're talking about
XL4.
if we're talking about
Oh, the
Elgato
Stream
stuff,
Deck.
the Stream Deck, I think it's still out there.
But I mean,
Valerie
in
says,
terms of I think for the sale,
yeah,
I
I have
think
to
they're
check
saying
that out.
he's saying that the XL is not
It's
included
not
in
on
the Black
sale.
Friday deals this time. I think that's what he's saying. I think that's what he said. But you could correct me. But yeah, no, Valerie, man, the pedal to me at that price point, I was just waiting to see what they were going to drop it to. But the pedal, I've already justified the pedal in my mind, and at this price point, it's a no brainer for me. But I won't lie. Somebody said it there. Who's that? Who said something about the
Hold on,
prompter? Honest to
I
conversation.
want to shout out Johnny really quick. And hey, dude, I think I saw your earlier account and didn't get around to shouting you out. But Johnny, thanks for hanging out with us,
Johnny,
man.
we
And
always love when you come through, Doc.
yes, man, you definitely want to hire your feet. You want to hire your feet.
How you
Get them on payroll.
I love it. Yo, yeah, Honest Accomplice said the prompter is pushed out to March if you want to buy it. Yeah, I won't lie. The prompter, I don't know if I'll use it in my main studio, but I definitely want to set that up for a number of client studio builds that I'm prepping for in the new year. So as when you're having to set up a full teleprompter like what I have, what Strick has in front of him, it's a little much, with the screen and the glide gear TMP one. You got to connect it and all that stuff. So the way that the Elgato has simplified it with their prompter, it's really a game changer. And the only issue some people are having is with the size, but I don't see that as an issue because I only have a 10.1 inch, and I'm good away from it right now, and I can see everything pretty good. So it's just usability and how you can work it into your workflow. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be all about.
And
Yeah,
guys,
no.
remember that Elgato. I always think about it from clothing. It's a brand. It is a
Yeah,
brand. So
it is a brand.
so they may have made this for them, but they're purchasing this from somebody to actually sell. And there are other teleprompters out there that are going to come way under this price point. Not saying that it's not a good price point, but just do your homework. Do your homework.
Yeah, do
All right.
your homework. Hey, I like what so Honest Compass says that Elgato did a Black Friday Q&A on Discord. That's dope.
Did they? I
That's
absolutely
dope.
missed that.
I definitely missed that, but that is dope that they're using Discord in that way. Discord has been just it's a real game changer. That's a community platform for sure. And definitely need to that's on my list of platforms to do a deep dive on in 2024. And I'm probably going to start next month. So
Okay, Keely,
even in
call her.
prep,
Get with Keely. She's got it together. It's something I
I
was very,
know,
very slow
I,
on, but
believe
the
me,
chat.
I have her page bookmarked, so there's no doubt I'll be hitting her up.
Yes, sir. What's up, fam? Glad you can hang out
Yes,
with
sir.
us tonight, Johnny. It's good to be able to
Johnny.
connect with you again on the stream. I wanted to be sure that I get all of this stuff done.
Yeah,
So
what else we
I'm
got?
down. So sure. Let's go to Sure. So
Of
they have some
course.
microphones on sale. Um, I want to get to it. I'm just like kind of like peruse it all the way through.
How many
Um,
of you guys how are you using your goodie bag that Doc Rock set up for us
oh,
from
come on, man. I'm glad you
at
said
Creator
that.
Camp? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, this has been a game changer for me. This thing holds a lot of stuff. Like it holds
This
a
is the
lot
other
of
one.
stuff.
This is the other
Oh
thing I
yes,
got.
yes.
What is this?
This, I mean,
I put this in here, of
yeah.
course, because I wanted to keep up with that, but then all the other stuff.
There's all those. So I took a lot of that stuff that was in there and I put it in here as well. I mean, the adapters, the connectors, it's just been a game changer. But the reason why I brought it up is because I have this device from Shure inside that little bag, and it is the MV X2U.
Wait, hold
And
up.
it's a
I did
little
not
mini.
get that, brother. I did
No,
not
no,
get
no, no. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm just saying I put mine in the bag,
I
but
got you. I
it is
got
so
you.
dope to be able to have a audio interface, a whole audio interface inside that bag. I have this with me at all times. If I ever run into a situation where there it is on screen, if I ever run into a situation where I need to take an XLR mic and make it USB, I have this with me in my little goodie bag with my Ecamm logo on it. I got a little light in here, man. I'm telling you, I love this little bag. This little bag is so handy. Um, all kinds of different cables and cords, and I mean, it's just crazy what
I'm trying
all
to
you
see
can
where they
fit.
sell that by itself.
The MVX2U, they do sell it by itself. I thought it was on sale as well, but I mean, you can see that they're including it with a lot of different items, right? You can buy it with the SM58, which is the standard
Where's
bearer
that
mic.
mic
That's like
go?
that's the one, man. Everybody knows that is a mic that will, it's like the standard church mic right there, the SM58. But yeah,
That's on
I
sale.
just
They
love what
don't
Shure
have
is
the
doing.
MV7 on sale though. It's like, hey, you guys going to have to pay for this one.
Wow, that is amazing. But yeah, Shure's got a lot of products on sale. I know we got some emails from our Shure people in the Ecamm community as well. Yeah, so
So just want to
cool
be
stuff,
aware
man.
that those sales are out there. If there is something that I thought was really good, let me get to.
Oh yeah, there's some bundles too.
Yeah, I really like some of these bundles. To be honest with you, I'm not as
Mhm.
familiar with this MV5.
Me
You know,
neither. But well, let me say this: this I had the MV5C, which is supposed to be like a conferencing type of joint, but it's a great mic. I'm not gonna lie. If you hold it up close to you, it really mimics the sound of some of the other mics in that line, and it's crazy to me that that's even possible, based on the size of it and the price of it. I don't have. I guess I did a giveaway on my channel, and I think I gave the MV5 away. So I don't have one physically here that I can plug up and showcase. But I do. I just was taking a look around to see if I have that.
Kirk, I want to say this.
MB51.
I
Yeah,
want to
go
say
ahead.
this. Valerie mentioned it in the comments, but we all kind of have it. I'm looking at these microphones. I don't need a microphone, but I just think it looks cool. You know, just want to buy a microphone because it looks cool. Don't do that. Don't be me. Don't be that guy that just want to buy it because it looks cool. Because you would do what Kirk is actually doing, then ended up giving it away because you're like, I had no need for this.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt. This mic, however, though, the MV51 is my favorite USB microphone. It is my absolute favorite USB microphone. I didn't know you could get that kind of sound from a USB microphone. It's so dope. It is so
That's what's
dope. Now
up.
I have it in my office at work. So I don't have it physically with me right now, but it is so handy that I just have it in the office and I can plug that thing in. People are like, how in the world are you getting that kind of sound in your office at work? And it's like, man, the MV51, man,
That's what's
game
up.
changer.
Shouts out to
Yeah.
them. And I'm going to do this because Dan is going to make me do it. He sent me a link to the HyperX. I am going to look at this before we get out
Do
of
it.
here, Dan. Okay, I'm going to look at it.
Do
Paul is
it.
saying, yeah, that's Doc's emergency kit. And it is definitely a game changer. I took some of my stuff, put it inside that emergency kit as well. It's like, man, now I got a place to put all this stuff. And Jackie
Yeah.
said I
It's a
started using
really
my bag
nice
as soon as
bag.
I got home from camp. And I'm not sure that I missed the bus that day, but it's all possible. I was trying to be on point as much as I can. I told everybody in our group that yes, my tendency is to be late to stuff, but I was going to try my best to be on time. And yeah,
Nah,
a
I
lot
know.
of stuff inside of there.
Strick missed the bus. That's hilarious.
I know, right?
Oh, Valerie. Valerie said she got two and gave one to her son, but she's going to take it back. Hey, listen, I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. It is such a handy bag. I just have so many different little adapters and things that I use that I literally had two Ziploc bags, plastic Ziploc bags in my backpack that I emptied into this. So I might need another one. And I also might have a problem.
Don't we all? I don't need 80% of my current gear still buying more basic networks and streaming. Hey, it is what it is. And Keisha, man, thank you for coming
Oh.
and hanging out with us today. She's shouting out Laura, and I should
Yep.
have shouted out Laura.
I meant
Sure,
to shout her out earlier. Yep.
I can't say. Well, anyways, I love Laura and what she brings to the community from Shure
Absolutely.
to Ecamm. It's really, really
Mhm.
cool. And thank you for hanging out with us today. And here the site is giving 20% off coupon for Ecamm code through the 15th. So there you go. Mr. Moderator, merch.com. So listen, go to his site and get that as well. Thank you for adding that. And
Oh, that's nice.
you're back. Thank you for Richard for coming, hanging out with us. And
I love
let me
that.
see. Yes, they were telling me, Keith, thank you for saying that. They were all trying to help me get to the bus on time. I did have to have them wait one time on me,
Oh
but it was
my.
just that one time, Kurt.
It's a group effort, man. This is what family does. This is what family does. That's how you know it's family. When they're like, come on, guys, we gotta wait for Strick. That's awesome.
No worries, Paul. You can do it anytime. Let me go ahead and throw that back up. It's
Yeah,
20%
put it back up
off
there. I'm about to go look it up right now.
MrModeratorMerch.com. All right. And yeah, why not, right?
Let me go pull up that site. Mr. Moderator merch. I like this. You said there's a let me see, Ecamm23. Use the coupon code Ecamm23. I like these cups. I like listen. Yeah, I have the sticker. It was in my bag. So I've got the sticker. Okay.
You're talking
I like this,
about
Mr. Moderator. I like this.
you're talking about this sticker?
Oh yeah, that's the sticker. That's the sticker. I'm actually interested, Mr. Moderator, in who are you using? Who does fulfillment on your site here? This is dope. Yeah, who does fulfillment for you, man? I'll talk with you offline. My bad. I'm just thinking out loud right now, but I'll talk with you offline, Paul. But this is
There you
this is a
go.
dope site, and I need to do something similar.
All right. So, we still have stuff going on here. Let me be sure I don't miss anything. Um,
Oh, it's Victor. Basic Networks is Victor. by the
Victor.
way. Just to,
Oh
yeah,
man,
Victor.
Victor. There you go.
It's
Thank
like,
you,
you know,
Victor.
see these names and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. But Victor, sometimes he comes through as Victor, but I guess not. Anyway, he's using a different handle today. It's all good.
Victor, thank you for
But
hanging out with us, man. That's really cool that you
truly
would do
appreciate
that.
that. Truly appreciate that.
Listen, if you're not shopping on Amazon, like you really may be missing the boat with these cyber deals where everything is coming up. I think I wanted to focus on this one thing right here. So inside of my studio, I do have the Scepter monitors, but mine are
Okay.
not 4K. And right now there is a
Mm.
deal with the 4K monitors, and I think this makes a really, really big deal. Okay, so for $169, you do get the 27-inch. Don't get twisted. You can buy a TV, a 43-inch from Black Friday deal from Walmart for $100.
Hmm.
That's not this type of monitor, okay? It is not. This monitor right here is just built for you to get the best resolution when it comes to the picture. And I wanted to be able to share that from Amazon. But of course, Amazon has tons, and I said tons of deals going on right now. So whatever you want as a content creator, from microphones to, as you see, the Elgato stuff, it's all there. Sure stuff is there. It's just there.
That is good.
So
Yeah,
if
there's a
you had
lot of deals,
anything,
man.
Kirk, that you know thought was cool that you wanted to highlight out of here.
No. You hit on all of them, and I think the way you did that is the best way to do that, because we're not particularly saying any one product. We're actually showing you where the sales are, right? So if you go to I mean, and for that matter, I would recommend, just taking a look at Best Buy. They have a whole page dedicated to Cyber Monday and Black Friday, and just like we did for AppSumo, just like we did for B&H, just like we did for Amazon. You have these spots, and I'm just saying, just as a general shopping critique, or tips, tricks, best practices, don't just buy, man. Go and take a look. Go and take a look, see what's on sale, see if it's comparable to what you have in your list, and see if that can actually fulfill the need. Maybe the thing that you're looking for is not necessarily on sale, but the thing that's next to it is. And maybe the price is at a point where you might maybe want to consider that one. But always keep in mind, Doc Rock's old saying, buy it right or buy it twice. So
That is so
you
true.
don't sacrifice on quality. Don't sacrifice. If you know it's not going to get you across the line, if it doesn't meet all the criteria you have in your hit list, then as they say, 8 out of 10 won't do. It's not going to get you what you want. So even if the deal is really good, it would be wasted money. Better off getting what you know is going to get you all of your list, and then buy that. So
So, Kirk, I want to say
that's what I'll
something really
handle.
quick, and not to
Yeah,
stop you. I want to stay in this vein as much as I can, guys, and everybody that's
absolutely.
talking, continue to comment for us. But we've had, you know, upwards of 24, 25 people watching at one time, and I only really have
Absolutely.
like 9 likes right now. And I'm wondering if all the time
Uh-oh.
and the heavy lifting that we've done, showing you these great deals, making sure Valerie is spending all of her mortgage money, as we are doing this, I don't feel the love. And am I
Mm,
missing something, Paul? Like I'm not feeling the love. I need somebody to hit the like button. I need Ecamm to know that a show like this, and even what they're gonna do tomorrow at ENN, is worth it to you guys, showing you some of the deals that's out there. Now I'm doing this in just to say, please hit the like button.
hit the like button. I love that. Hit that like button, y'all.
Hit the
It
like
it
button.
does it it doesn't cost you anything. I mean, listen, we're not saying just hit the like button indiscriminate. We're saying, if you're getting value, if something has been said that you kind of were like, didn't think of it that way, then that's what the like button is for. It's you communicating to YouTube, you communicating to Ecamm. I like this. That's what it's all about. So if we didn't, we apologize. We hope that there's still some show left, so we might actually say something really cool here in the next second or two.
I mean,
So
yeah,
there's still an opportunity for you to be wowed, and hopefully you will hit the like button. But definitely, engage with us in that way. Smack that like button if you can.
you
So
never know. So this is the other link, Paul's fourth wall. Okay. I mean, Mr. Moderator is doing it here. Let me.
I'm here. You're helping me out here, Paul. Let me we go back to the comments section. That link is literally for me. I think you heard me. He heard me talking about it. What am I not getting the comments right here? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. I mean, it took a second for my comments on YouTube to actually show up.
Gotcha.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. I will I'm just bookmarking that. I'm gonna check that out later, man. Awesome.
That's excellent, Paul. Thank you for sharing that. We want to support everybody all the way around. He does so much. Strick did it till he gets the likes. There you go. Thank you, Paul. That is so true. Like, I would stay
You
here
gotta
until I
love the
get him.
community.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta love the community. Hey, Strick, that Scepter monitor, that looks good, man. At
I think
27
so.
inch,
I think
that's
so.
for 169. That's a really good deal.
It's a 4K now, so you can get one that's
4K.
1080. That's a whole lot cheaper. But when we're talking
I
about some
mean,
of the video that we want to be able to see in front of us, the 4K is the way you want to go. And I think that 70 refresh rate is really good as well. So,
yeah,
it's not a gaming altogether, gaming display, but I think for what we do is you want to be able to see as best you can, and that may be the route to go.
that's I couldn't agree with you more there. That's absolutely awesome.
Valerie needs to spend some more money, and I appreciate you guys for hitting the like button. It looks a little better now.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Gotta
All
love
right,
that. Oh
so let's
man,
let's
there's
do
so many
this.
things.
We've had fun, and I don't want to prolong this tonight. More people are coming onto the stream, and we're about to end it
Hey,
tonight. But let me do
that's
it this way,
that's what
Kirk.
happens.
Next week, we're going to be talking about content planning for 2024.
Gonna be a
Tanya's going
big
to
one,
be
y'all.
coming through. I think it's going to be a big one now. We hit on it on one of our shows, Kirk, but the
We did.
importance of now we have the wisdom of 3 to 4 years of doing this as content creators. How
Hmm.
can we be wise about yearly content? We're going to break it all down. Guys, if you're content creators, if you know someone that's a content creator, you want to tell them about next week's show because we want to help you get prepared for 2024. I believe it's going to be a great year. It may not start off the way you want it to, but by it being an election year, there's going to be a lot of news, a lot of things that are happening. And usually during election years, the economy gets better just a little bit. You know how that goes. They try to be sure that everybody's nice and comfortable when they go to the polls, right?
Yes, they do.
So, as there are opportunities for us, the economy to be a little bit better, more people have free time and they're willing to spend some stuff. How can you make content to grab your audience and keep them for a whole year? How can you plan it out so that you don't miss it in the summer and you don't get burnt out?
Mm, that's a big one. That's a big one. One of the things that I like to tell people all the time, just kind of piggybacking on what Strick said there is your consistency is will eat talent for breakfast. Consistency. Because listen, there are people who started their podcasts or live shows during the pandemic and they were wildly popular, but they didn't figure
Right.
out the consistency part. So when the world opened back up, their podcast is no longer there. And then the people who weren't as flashy, didn't have necessarily the same flair, but they had that consistent, like that dogged, unwilling to accept anything less than excellence. Those are the people that were able to go the distance, and they're still around today. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about next week, of course, is content planning. Content planning is the core of consistency. You want to know how to have a show next week? You already need to know what that show is going to be next week and what that show is going to be next month. What's that show going to be in February? Those are the things that help you to stay consistent. And then when things happen, when culture happens, when that hot topic item happens and you want to be able to shift and deal with that, you have latitude in a schedule to be able to do that. But if you don't have any topics, you don't know how to fit them in. So
Right.
consistency, one of the hallmarks of consistency is planning. And as we said, I think we said this before, your success in the new year happens by how you prepare in Q4. How are you preparing in Q4?
Is
That's what I
that
want to leave with you today.
preparation plus
Mercy.
opportunity
Come
equals?
on.
I don't know. I think your last name
Transformation.
is success, but
Transformation.
but it's
Yeah.
definitely there for you. We want to help prepare you. Don't miss an opportunity to be with us for this next show. That being said, Kirk, man, thank you so very much for being part of this. And
My
man, this has
pleasure.
been really fun. People are already talking about how well this is. So, Kirk, man, thank you for your time on Sunday nights with us.
Hey, absolutely. It's my pleasure. It's an honor to be here with the Stream Show fam. And of course, Strick, anytime I can come through and hang out, brother, I'm coming through.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I would like to thank you for watching another edition of The Stream Show.